صباح الخير.
صباح النور يا المهندس.
عامل ايه يا آدم؟
الحمد لله.
بقالك مع IH قد ايه؟
8 شهور. At the start, I was studying both for about 3 to 4 months, and then my last 4, I was just doing fusha. Naturally, my focus has been on the studies, so I'd like to think that's where I spent the majority of my time. But outside that, Cairo is a very lively city. There's many things to do, many places to be. So yeah, spent my time between studying and encapsulating the life of the city. So naturally, there's the big attractions, you have the pyramids, and there's places like Zamalek, they have the Opera House, different clubs you can go to, the Tower. There's also places like Maadi, New Cairo. So Cairo's a big city, and yeah, there's never a dull moment. There's always something to do. The school has put together activities like going to monasteries, going to the pyramids. We've also been to Khalili. We went to go see kind of like a light dance show. A lot of the first things I did when I was here with the school, and it kind of helped me to see places, meet people. I think the place, one of my favorite places is downtown. Something about it at night with the way the lights are on the buildings. Me and my friends, during the week, we'll play soccer near downtown. And then after, we'll go to a qahwa, we'll have coffee, sit and relax. So I often find myself in downtown. I've also been down to Abu Tariq with some friends, their families. So I find myself constantly returning to downtown, and I think it's a testament to how enjoyable the place is. Egyptian dishes, fatir like with the honey and the asal. Cairo's the actual city that doesn't sleep. But for example, one night we probably started at 7, went to a restaurant. We then maybe spent the next hour and a half, 4 different restaurants, 6 different locations. Time goes on. We maybe started at 7. You find out your night ends at 3. In between that time, you don't know what happened, but you were on a boat. You maybe rode a horse. You met 4 people. You got pictures taken. Phone numbers were exchanged. I got somebody's house. So yeah, Cairo nights are endless. They come and they go, and you never really know what's gonna happen, but you're always in for a good time. Sinai was great. The Red Sea is an experience I would recommend to anyone. The nature is breathtaking, to say the least. So no, we had a good time. We stayed in Marsa Alam. We've also been to Sharm. I would say for me, it was probably some of the like snorkeling we did. That was first for me, and it was very nice to be able to be like that close to the fish. And then obviously like the time you spend with people, late night playing games.
I agree with Adam. The snorkeling was my favorite part because I tried something new. We had like the best, but eventually took them off. And so I was swimming in the sea, which was kind of crazy. And we saw turtles that were gigantic. So like lots of things. And the coral, I think it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Like I don't think to be so close, like with the animals and the nature and with my friends, it was a really good experience.
I would say I found myself using it most, and people understood me. Maybe in Aswan, the people were very nice, friendly, so I found myself often talking in Arabic. In Aswan, we would often be going to like the markets, so there's a bit of haggling involved naturally, and we would manage that best we could with our limited Arabic. But no, I think people understood us, and it was positive. Yeah.
Like using Arabic in the gym with my trainer, we would just have conversations about anything and everything. Sometimes I make up stories about myself, you know, practice different vocabulary. I think my Arabic has improved. Like I can have a conversation. They were really stressed out because everything was kind of organized on a late notice. I made some of the best memories that I've made during my life. Now I tell them I really love Egypt as the people that I've met and all the new things I've tried to experience. It's been some of the best moments of my life.
I think my dad had a hard time getting on board, but no, we all, accepted it, came to terms with it. Definitely nervous, but yeah, we came, we made it happen, and now we definitely speak positively of Egypt. I think it also takes time, naturally, going anywhere new to acclimate, get accustomed to what's going on. So yeah, it was a lot at first, but we're okay with it now. I'm glad I did it. I've learned a lot along the way.
Maybe just them seeing that I was okay and like knowing that I had friends here made them feel better about Egypt. It just takes time. Like Adam said, it takes time to get used to it. When you arrive in a new place, everything seems bigger and scarier.
I definitely was. Even like my first 2 weeks, I'm not great with, we'll say, uncomfortable situations. So even those first 2 weeks, like I basically didn't eat because like I don't want to have the uncomfortableness of like ordering. Super dramatic, I know. But yeah, it was difficult at the start. Again, naturally with any new endeavor you do, a new country, you don't speak the language, you don't know anybody. But yeah, I mean, you get used to it.
Oh, it took me a while, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it now. It did take a lot of time because Cairo is difficult to get used to. I was having a good time like with my friends, but I think now I feel like I'm really used to it, so I feel like not as scared. It takes time to get to a new place. I mean, it took me more than a year to get used to Scotland. I definitely feel attached to Cairo, but that's really because of my friends and my memories.
Obviously, you have to adjust quickly, go outside, do things, but that level of comfortability where like you feel you have this, you understand, I think takes time. So I'm not fully Egyptian, but I like to think I'm pretty close. Yeah.
Before I came here, I think I kind of had this idea that Egyptians were really difficult. But I actually met some of the kindest people like that I've ever met, you know, during my life here in Egypt. So I saw a lot of kindness, which I wasn't expecting to see because I was told not to expect that. So I think that's something that I would defend. Like, you know, like people should really give others a chance. Like there are frustrating people everywhere, but I am surprised by small acts of kindness that I see. Giving strangers like dates or water to break their fast, giving out food to people that you don't know, like people's like willingness to welcome you into their home. I think that's really nice. I've been shown a lot of kindness here by both Egyptians and people attracted to Egypt. So yeah.
Naturally, obviously, I agree with what Lajeen said. I also think that people in the West, in the Western world, we like to think of different countries as almost like polar opposites. But in my time here, I think I found that not only is it quite similar, like in a lot of ways, it's the exact same. It's no different. People orient themselves how they would anywhere else. So yeah, I guess this idea that like is different than America, I found to be quite untrue. I think the kindness also derives from like a lack of attachment to material things, which I think is good. Obviously, there are people who are materialistic, but there have been plenty of times where like I've been 5 pounds short. Guys, like, don't worry about it. Give me next time. He knows I'll never see him again. There's no next time. I've never seen this guy a day in my life. But yeah, food, possessions, they're so willing to give, which, yeah. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you.